Your Google Pixel just got a whole heck of a lot better, and you probably didn't even notice. What's up, everybody? This is Scott. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to give you my top 5 things that were dropped in the latest Pixel feature drop, and probably a few honorable mentions that you didn't even notice that you had the option of doing. So let's just dive straight into it. Well, for those of you that have a Pixel, in the December security update, you also got a very specific Pixel feature drop. And the very first thing that you're going to notice, and one of the most popular controversies that are out there, is related to the sound from the Pixel 5. So the very first one I want to talk about is this concept of adaptive sound. So going from settings to sound and vibration to the advanced menu, you're going to find something called adaptive sound with your Pixel 4a 5G or your Pixel 5. And effectively what this is doing is going to use the microphones in the phone itself, check the acoustics of the room around you or the environment that you're in, and tune the device's speakers to make sure you're getting the best audio experience. Of course, this is all driven by Google's advanced algorithm and AI goodiness and things of that nature. And they also come out and say that you're not going to notice this at higher volumes. I specifically started to notice this in some of the testing. I used the song 2020 by Ben Folds. I noticed that when you're about 4 to 7 clicks below the highest level of volume on the Pixel 5, that's when it actually started to sound a little bit better. In some of the moments in the song 2020 by Ben Folds, it was kind of clipping the audio on the Pixel 5. And then when I tested it with adaptive sound on, I didn't have that. So I definitely think something's happening there. Look, it's not a silver bullet. It definitely works better, and you can tell it at more lower volumes when you're in a quieter space. If it's at the highest volume, you're not going to notice it at all. But I like the fact that they're taking the time to try to figure something out to make the speaker experience on their Pixel devices that much better. The next thing is a kind of a combo, a 2 and 3, is this concept of adaptive charging and adaptive battery. So adaptive charging effectively is when you plug your phone in at night or put it on a stand to charge, it wants to make sure it can learn how long it has to charge all the way up to 100%. Perfect example for this is, since I have an alarm set in the morning at 6 o'clock, when I plug my phone in at night and I put it down on the nightstand, it tells me that it's going to take this long to get to 100%, and it will be 100% when the alarm goes off at 6 o'clock. It doesn't quick charge all the way up to 100 and then just basically trickle charge all the way. It slowly but surely gets all the way up to 100 based on the alarm that you have. That's the first way I noticed it. When I've had it just kind of sitting at the desk, it's trying to learn how often I use it. The biggest way you're going to notice that this new charging capability exists is flat looking at when you plug it in at night or you set it on your stand at night. Look at the very bottom and notice how long it's going to take to charge. It effectively will sip the battery all the way up to 100%. That way it can prolong the life of your battery in your Pixel device, which is super great because basically trying to sustain the health of the battery for a really long time. This next concept is extreme battery saver. Effectively, it's going to automatically let you save even more power if you forget to charge it, or if you're an extreme battery saver, you get to pick the apps by which you would want to update, and thus shutting off the rest of everything else. That way you can prolong the battery of your life for multiple days if you had to. So again, they're making these cool advancements in the battery connectivity area, which I absolutely love. So if you need to go to extreme battery saver where you just want days worth of battery or the potential for days worth of battery, click the extreme battery saver. You need to go into the battery menu to turn it on, but you do have the ability to then toggle it and say, always stay on anytime I hit the battery saver option in the settings menu. Next thing up, which I thought was pretty crazy, and I noticed it as soon as the feature drop hit my phone, was the instantaneousness of screenshots. For those that have an iPhone, you know when you press and hold the buttons, you instantaneously get a screenshot. Now the Pixel devices have the ability to do that. With the right button combination, you're immediately getting these screenshots, which is really, really cool if you're trying to grab a very specific moment in time. But honestly, it's so much faster now to do screenshots on your Pixel devices because of the feature drop during this December of 2020 update. So Probably not one of the bigger things that you should worry about, but it's definitely something that you're going to notice as a Pixel owner. And you probably didn't even notice that that was actually a feature drop from December of 2020. A couple honorable mentions are related to the adaptive connectivity, meaning it's going to kind of toggle the connectivity between 4G and 5G. That way, if you need to have 5G to those greater speeds, maybe you're downloading content, you viewing videos, viewing photos, or downloading apps or something of that nature, it will kick it up to 5G. Otherwise, it'll back down to let you know that you don't need to have those crazy 5G speeds. All learned behavior through the Pixel phone themselves. For those that have the Now Playing menu on their phone, you have the ability to go inside the Now Playing menu and select the songs and then export them to a YouTube music playlist, which is cool if you just happen to be and really looking for some different music that from now hearing. I tend to create my own playlist, but the idea of hearing some of these songs and putting them in a playlist with just a few presses of your phone is definitely something that's very cool and welcomed. There's some better GPS options for more precise options, especially for those that are living in town, as well as some additional photo features in the Google Photos app, enhanced HDR, things of that nature. So go check them out if you do have the Pixel, and definitely check out to make sure you have the Pixel drop from December. And last but certainly not least is some of the updates to the home screens and wallpapers that you have. This is a really, really robust December update. I can't wait to see what some of the other Pixel stuff is going to come out to. Some of the things you're going to notice right off the bat, the instantaneous screenshots and the battery saver are ones you're probably going to notice right off the top. But that adaptive connectivity is something that's going to cook in the background. You'll probably never even know, and it's going to provide you with better battery life and a much better user experience. And that's really part of the reason why you buy a Pixel device, for that supreme software user experience. So that's it. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you all. And as always, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment below. We'll see you next time.